Good day, viewers. My name is Haruna Bello Umwaha, a mathematics teacher at the Nigerian Tulip International Colleges. We're here to solve JAMB Past questions from 2010 to 2021 on the topic logarithm. Let's enjoy ourselves. Our first question is JAMB 2010 question, and we can see given that log 2 base 10 is 0.3 and log 7 base 10 is 0.8451, we are to evaluate log 112. Now this is a problem of substitution. So our major concern is how to break down this log 112 in order for us to have the given parameters. So 112 is the same thing as 7 times 16. Then if you break down 16 to the power of 2, we're going to have 2 to the power of 4. So we can rewrite this now using the addition law of log, which says when you have 2 logs to be added together and you have the same base, then you can multiply them. So we are reversing that law. Now log 7 times 16 is the same thing as log 7 plus log 2 to the power of 4, since our 16 is 2 to the power of 4. Then log 112 equals log 7 plus, now let's take the 4 down to multiply log 2 using the power law. So this will give us log 7 plus 4 log 2. Now you can see we have log 7 and log 2, which are the parameters given to us. So at this point, we can now substitute the values 0.3 and 0.84 for log 7 and log 2, which will give us this. And then by the time you add and multiply, you're going to have log 112 as 2.0491, which is option D. Okay. The next question says log 18 base 3 plus log 3 base 3 minus log x base 3 equals 3. Now we all know that log 3 base 3, logarithm to its own base is equal to 1. So we're going to change this one to 1. Then log 18 plus log 3 minus log x equals 3. Changing log 3 to base 3 to 1, we're going to have log 18 base 3 plus 1 minus log 3 log x base 3 equals 3. Then let's collect like terms. If you move plus 1 to the right hand side, you're going to have minus 1. So therefore 3 minus 1 will give us 2. And then we'll have log 18 to base 3 minus log x to base 3. At this point we can apply the subtraction law, which says we should divide. So we're going to have log 18 divided by x to base 3 equals 2. Now at this point, the easiest thing for us to do is to convert this to index form by taking this 3 to the power of 2 and then 18 over x. So once we do that, we're going to have 18 over x is equal to 9. Now, if you make x the subject of the formula, we are going to have our x to be equal to 2, which is option B. Question number 3 says, if log x squared to base 3 is equal to minus 8, what is x? This is as simple as converting it to index form. So we're going to take the 3 to the power of minus 8 and equate it to x squared. And when we do that, we are going to have x squared equals 3 to the power of 8. Because here is x squared, we're going to take the square root of both sides in order to have our x standing on its own. And this is going to give us x equals 3 to the power of minus 8 over 2. Then what is minus 8 over 2? That will give us minus 4. So we have x equals 3 to the power of minus 4. And then if you take a negative power, if you have a negative power in index form, you are to express it as a fraction and then raised to a positive power. So we're going to have x equals 1 over 3 to the power of 4, and then 3 to the power of 4 is 81. That makes our x to be equal to 1 over 81. And our answer is option D. Question number 4. This is also a substitution problem. Said if log 4 base 10 equal to this, evaluate log 4 to the power of 1 over 3 base 10. Now, since we have log 4, all we have to do is use the power law, move 1 over 3, which is the power of 4, use it to multiply log 4. So, since our log 4 is 0.6021, then we can say 1 over 3 times 0.6021. And then when you carry out this multiplication, you are going to have our answer to be equal to 0.2007, which is option A. Next question. If log 7.5 is this, evaluate 2 log 75 plus log 750. Now, when you have a problem like this, the first thing you need to look at is how do you convert this 7.5 to get 75 and the same 7.5 to get 750. You'll be able to get 75 from 7.5 if you multiply it by 10. And then 750 from 7.5 if you multiply it by 100. So for that, we have to rewrite our question like this. 2 log 7.5 times 100 plus log 7.5, 2 log 7.5 times 10 plus log 7.5 times 100. Then using the addition law, you are going to separate this log so that we will now have 2 into log 7.5 plus log 10, then in bracket plus log 7.5 plus log 100. We all agree that log 10 is equal to 1 and log 100 is equal to 2. So we are going to have 2 log 7.5 plus 2 log 10 if we open this bracket, then log 7.5 plus log 100. So log 7.5 is 0.8751 as given in the question. At this point, we are going to substitute. And when we substitute, we are going to have 2 multiplied by 0.751 plus 2 multiplied by 1, which is log 10, and then 0.8751 plus 2. So when you carry out the multiplication and the addition, we are going to have 6.6253, which is option C as our answer. The next question says, evaluate log 8 to base 2 plus log 16 to base 2 minus log 4 to base 2. Now, since the bases are the same, and we have 8, 16, and 4, which are also, they can be broken down to power of 2, then we can break them to power of 2. Log 8 is the same thing as log 2 to the power of 3. Log 16 is the same as 2 to the power of 4. And log 4 is the same thing as log 2 to the power of 2. Then using the power laws, we're going to use our 3 to multiply this, our 4 to multiply this, and our 2 to multiply this. Now remember, the logarithm to its own base is equal to 1. So log 2 base 2 is equal to 1. Therefore, we're going to have 3 plus 4, then minus 2, which is equal to 5, and that is option D. Question number 7. Log 1.5 base 10, simplify. Log 1.5 base 10 plus 3 log 2 base 10 minus log 0.3 base 10. So this is our question. Then, if we like, we can convert this 1.5 to fraction, and that will give us 15 over 10. Then return this power law so that we have, instead of log 2, 3 log 2, we're going to have log 2 to the power of 3. And then 0.3 is the same thing as 3 over 10. So now that we have this, 2 to the power of 3 will give us 8. So we're going to apply the addition and subtraction law, which says addition law says we should multiply and subtraction law says we should divide. So we're going to have 15 log 15 over 10 times 8, then minus this. By the time we apply the subtraction law, we're going to have 15 over 10 times 8, then divide by 3 over 10, all to a common log of base 10. So once we do the multiplication and division, we're going to have log 40 to base 10, which is option B. Question number 8. We're to evaluate 2 log 9 to base 3 times log 81 to the power of minus 2 to base 3 all over log 625 to base 5. So this is our question. Log 9 is the same thing as log 3 to the power of 2. Log 81 is the same thing as log 3 to the power of 4. So if you multiply the 4 by the minus 2, we'll have 3 to the power of minus 8. And then log 625 is the same thing as log 5 to the power of 4. So remember, logarithm to its own base is equal to 1. Now, we're going to use the new powers that we have to multiply the coefficients. So 2 times 2 is 4, minus 8 times 1 is minus 8, and then 4 times 1 is 4. Now we're going to have, since log 3 base 3, log 3 base 3, and log 5 base 5 are all equal to 1, we're now going to have 4 times minus 8 all over 4. Now here the 4 will cancel out 4, and our answer will be minus 8, which is option C. Then the next question is a substitution question again. And here we are to evaluate log 4.5 base 10. So whenever you have decimal, the best thing to do is to convert it to fraction. So first of all, we are going to convert 4.5 to fraction, and that is going to give us 9 over 2. So we are going to now say log 9 minus log 2 using the subtraction law. Log 2 is given to us and log 3 is given to us. Now, log 9 is the same thing as 3 to the power of 2. So it will be easier for us to substitute. Using the power law, the power of 3 here will come to multiply log 3, so that we'll have 2 log 3 minus log 2. What is our log 3? Let's substitute. Our log 3 is 0.4771, so 2 times 0.4771 minus log 2, which is 0.3010, and then our answer is going to be 0.6532, which is option C. Now the next question says, simplify 2 log 2 over 5 minus log 72 over 125 plus log 9. To solve this problem, we will have to first of all return this 2 back to this place as a power of 2 over 5. So when we return it, then we're going to now make use of our addition and subtraction law. We say we should multiply and then we should also divide. So here is going to be 4 over 25, divide by 75 over 125, then multiply by 9. Remember, when you are dividing fraction, you take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So we're going to have log 4 over 25 times 125 over 72, then multiply by 9. So when we carry out the multiplication, 25 will go into 125, 9 will go into 72, and 4 will go into the 8. We are going to have log 5 over 2. But if you check in the options, we don't have log 5 over 2, so that means we have to simplify further. So if we are to simplify further, log 5 over 2 is the same thing as log 10 over 4. And we know log 10 is equal to 1. And log 4 is the same thing as log 2 squared. So since we have 1 here, log 10 is 1, and then here we're going to have 2 log 2, then our answer is going to be 1 minus 2 log 2, which is option D. With this, we have come to the end of our lesson for today. We're going to see in the next lesson. Do not forget to like and share our videos to your friends and colleagues. See you in the next class.